Life-changing secrets the rich won't tell you. Hi, I'm Tracy from Money Boss, and I am here to share those life-changing money secrets with you. I am a money and possibility coach. And if you're going, okay, Tracy, who are you to be sharing these secrets? Trust me, I have built two of the leading media platforms in our industry here in Canada, built several other brands, am a massive real estate investor. So when it comes to learning how to make, launch, and grow businesses, you are in good hands. Today, we are going to cover the life-changing secrets that the rich know that the rest of the world doesn't. So let's dive right in. Number one, they are committed to daily mindset mastery. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that life and business is 80% psychology, 20% business strategy. People that want to live their healthiest, happiest, wealthiest life don't sit there watching Netflix all day. They don't watch the news other than to skim the headlines and see what's going on. Individuals that want to achieve an extraordinary life and maintain that are committed to daily mindset mastery. What does that mean? Instead of listening to the news or music on your commute to work, commute back, pop on a podcast, pop on an audiobook. Literally, 80% of your life and business success is mindset mastery. That is the hardest part as a business owner and a person doing life, is keeping what's between these two ears straight, maximizing it, learning what you need to know to not be stuck, broke, and unhappy. Number one secret, mindset mastery. Number two, they are committed, rock solid commitment to committing to their work, their craft, and discipline. People that are successful have long since realized that motivation is nice, but not a necessity. I'll I'll give a big spoiler alert here. Motivation just shows up when it shows up. And it's at the beginning when you have a brand new idea, launch a new business, you're all motivated, and then life hits. Or like a new workout plan, New Year's resolutions. We know how that goes. It's all exciting in the beginning. You buy the new workout outfit, you buy the gym membership, and then you got to put the work in consistently. And it's like, oh, this is actually like work. This isn't so exciting anymore. So people that are successful, they are committed and disciplined in their daily actions and in pursuit of their craft. So what does that mean? It means that if they are launching a side hustle, like you, if you're employed, you're not going to quit and launch a side hustle because that would be crazy. There'd be no money coming in, and it does usually take a while. So if you want a better life, you need to realize that discipline and commitment are where it's at. You need to commit to doing it, whether it's every Saturday or every Sunday or 1 hour every weeknight when the kids go to bed, waking up earlier, going to bed later. I heard Bob Proctor say, you need to get your mind to the point like it's a obedience trained dog. And then that's when you're successful. You override your mind. As soon as you're going to want to get up and go do a workout or go learn about how to launch a business or go to a night class, take a course online, your brain is going to give you 100 million excuses why. That's simple biology. Your brain is designed to keep you safe in knowledge, in circumstances that you know, because anything new is uncomfortable and dangerous, and our body doesn't like that. That's biology. We got to override that. Don't step out in traffic, don't do dangerous things, but you need to assess a risk and go, okay, brain, I know this is uncomfortable, but we're going to do this. Commitment and discipline. Otherwise, you'll never build the life of your dreams. You just won't, because it takes a certain amount of time and effort and consistent to be able to push a business forward and get traction. And the problem is, most people like the idea of being fit and toned and great looking, or having a business that makes them money. They like the idea, they don't like the commitment and discipline. Experts, rich people, we know that when motivation is there, great, you ride that train, but that's a bonus. The rest of the time, we rely on commitment and discipline to help us move forward to success. Okay, number 3, they know that making money is a skill. Most of us grow up in the school system where we're taught to trade our time for money. Other than maybe some math classes that aren't overly valuable and don't give you real life financial skills or knowledge, big beefs with the school system. The school system does not teach you that money is a skill. So I remember wanting to start a business and I thought it was really elusive and like only the select few, all those like important YouTubers and big business people. I thought they knew something. I thought they were special. But the thing is, making money is a skill. It was one of my most life-changing epiphanies ever, literally. We don't realize that. So here's the thing. Have you learned a skill before? I'm going to trust that you have. So if you've learned a skill before, skating, hockey, crochet, crafts, any number of skill, playing an instrument, that is the process of learning a skill and practicing. Making money is the same way. The weirdest part is we're not taught it in school. We don't think of it as a skill. And then we try and launch a business and then we freak out because we don't know everything. And we don't spend the time learning about money and strategy and mindset and all the things you need to know. So making money is a skill. It's one of the most important lessons. Number 4, rich people embrace uncertainty and failure. It's where it's at. Take the word failure and just swap it out for learning. And I know this analogy is over abused, but it is just very poignant. So you look at a baby that tries to walk and takes its first steps. It doesn't succeed and just start cruising around the house on day 1. No, it takes a step and falls down, takes a few more steps and then hurts itself, right? That's how it works. So for some reason, we get this weird state of mind where we're not supposed to fail and it's not supposed to be uncertain and it's not supposed to be uncomfortable. The thing is, if you're doing something new, you're going to be uncomfortable. That is the nature of our biology and the situation. If you've never done it, you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not comfortable. And if you're comfortable, you're not expanding your comfort zone. And that's where you grow. So people that want to achieve their best life and make money and live life on their own terms realize that the whole journey literally is uncertainty and failure peppered in with a few wins here and there. And then you grab that momentum and you go. And then you try some more sales calls and then you fail. You try a different angle and then you fail. But then you navigate to what gets you to the next step, to the next step. And success is that path of improving and getting to the end goal, right? Rich people embrace uncertainty and failure. They are, number 5, obsessive and never-ending learners. I think that almost goes without saying. And it's weird. Again, that money part isn't taught to us, and I think it's purposefully done just to keep us in a skill set here where we are average, showing up, just making it by, because then you don't have a lot of personal power. And if people are committed and stuck in a system, you're limited in your options and your power. It's the truth of the matter. If everybody was rich and living happy, healthy lives, this world would be a different place. Rich people are obsessive and never-ending learners. Society programs that we need to be balanced and have work-life balance, and everything's balanced. But the thing is, if you want to achieve massive success in an area, you need to be abnormally obsessed and focused and dedicated and committed, all the things I said before. And you got to be constantly learning. When I launched my first media company just about 20 years ago, I was a one man band, one lady band. And the number of skills it takes to run a company is mind blowing. You need to be a salesperson, a marketer, an admin, a strategist, a systems person, a funnel person, a webinar person, a face of the company person, a bookkeeper. There are so many roles that if you are not committed to learning, you're just likely not going to make it. You really won't. You have to be always wanting to learn in all the different areas. And then when you get there, you're going to reach a level of success and you'll be like, okay, I'm selling stuff. How do I scale it? And then you're going to have to learn systems to scale. Oh, it's a journey. Rich people are obsessed and compulsive and never ending learners. Number 6, they know success takes time. I have been building businesses for just about 20 years now, and it has taken many, many years. You bump around, you make mistakes, i.e., learning, and then you go, oh, okay, you don't do it that way. Let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. And then finally you land on something, and then you're like, okay, good. And then you realize a product problem or a service problem, and then you need to pivot, and then you need to scale. It is a process that takes time. And granted, with all the tools that are out there nowadays and how cheap they are, now more than ever, people have an opportunity to be millionaires and shortcut the system. You can literally find cheap email software, if not free. You can create lead pages, funnels. You can almost find everything you want to know on YouTube for free, and you can shortcut the system. But success does take time. And the problem is we live in an instant gratification world and we want quick success. It's just irrational. And rich people know that this is a commitment. It's a journey. I'm in this. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs and a lot of down, 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 up, yay, good, down, right? It is a journey and it takes time. And the problem is when you're in something for so long and you're not getting results, you're posting on social media, nobody's liking your posts. It takes a rare courage and grit and a stern backbone and a lot of pep talks late at night saying, don't quit, don't quit. You quit, you never achieve. You keep on going, you will get there. You might not get there with the first business, idea, product. You might have to pivot, but if you don't quit, you will reach success. There is all the information out there to get it. So if you're a never ending learner and you're committed and you're in it for the long haul, saying, I, as a person, I'm working on my skill set, on my grit, on my stamina. I know this is a journey and we need to learn so many things and pivot and navigate. So I'm in this for the long haul. I am committed. Just like if you wanted to be a quilter, you're committed to that. That's your hobby. You want to be a pianist in your part-time. That's your hobby. You're committed to that. You're not just, I'm going to take piano lessons, play it for a year and then quit. Usually not. I mean, it does happen, but when you are committed and dedicated to something, you're in it for the long haul. Okay? Success takes time. Number 7, they trust that the teacher will always appear. I call this the breadcrumbs, the most beautiful, magical, eerie, lovely thing about this world. Call it synchronicity. That is a word that is well known now. When you set out on the path, the teacher will always appear. Just like going on a journey. Let's say I want to go from Canada, Manitoba, Canada to California. I'm going to put in my destination. Let's say I want to go to San Diego, California. and I'm going to drive. I'm not going to fly. I put in the destination and then I start driving forward. So the thing is, it's the same with business. You're going to say, okay, I want to launch an influencer business. I'm going to put up all my social media platforms. I'm going to start these accounts. Okay, good. So then you're like, oh, geez, I've got this going. I'm posting, but it's not really taken off. So then you start trying to find things about how to grow your influencer accounts, how to grow your social media following, how to monetize your audience. The teacher will always appear at the next step when you're ready. Don't be looking out at your hotel room in California. You got a long way to go before you are delivering webinars. If you're just starting, you need to get things set up. You need to start posting. You need to learn your tone. There's a lot there. And if you just look like a car, the headlights at night, it only lights up a certain stretch of the highway. That's what you need to focus on. Okay, this month I'm launching my social media platforms. I'm going to share memes. And then you get the next step and you're like, oh, okay, memes aren't probably enough if I want to be the influencer. I'm going to have to do videos and then share my thoughts and value to the audience. And you're like, oh boy, how do I make attractive videos? So then you Google it and you find YouTube teachers or books. The teacher will always appear. Number 8. The rich know their mind and question everything. And in various videos in the past, I've talked about the fact that the way we are brought up in our family system, our friends, our community, and our school system, we are taught and conditioned by the people around us. And in those young formative years, 0 to 7, is when we learn what our thoughts, our beliefs, our realities are, and that sticks with us for the rest of our life unless we reprogram it. But here's the thing. If you want to be successful, you always need to be thinking for yourself. Because if you look to your mom or your friends or your community or this expert, everybody's going to give you their advice based on their knowledge. So what do they know? Are they qualified to give you advice on what you're doing? Number 1. Number 2, are they giving you their advice out of fear? And there's so many angles to that. Is their advice ill intent? Do they just not want you to succeed? Sometimes people have family like that. I've coached a girl where she was a singer and she put out an amazing song. It was on Spotify. She goes and shares it with her dad. Her dad slammed her down and said, you sound like country or rock, whatever the opposite was. She was heartbroken. The song was beautiful. Turns out her dad wanted to be a musician. He had never achieved it. He was jealous, so he reacted poorly to her success. So I'm not saying all families that way. I have an amazing family. Very young age, I started to go, wait a minute, this is my journey. I'm responsible for every single thing I do, for every single thing I put into my body, for how I think, how I react. Nobody else. If we ended up living life with the operating system we were given from childhood, 0 to 7, and the way society teaches us, we're going to forever be looking around for advice. Who do I vote for? What do I think? What should I do with my life, mom, dad? Hey, friend, I want to start this business. What do you think? That's where people go wrong. Blinders on. Research. You and only you are responsible for your life results. Don't outsource your thinking, and rich people don't do it. We use the knowledge and expertise of professionals, carefully vetted and always monitored. We find those individuals that know what they're doing and they can add to our business and they can help us in areas, but we never outsource our thinking. Okay. That is number 8. Rich people know their mind and question everything and everyone. Number 9, they realize that getting rich, pardon me, getting rich is a science. Science? Yes, it is. And there's a book, The Science of Getting Rich. by Wallace D. Wattles changed my life. And I will credit that book for starting my journey and a big, big reason and a big part of where I am today. That taught me literally all the fundamentals of money and the value and being in the marketplace. It's an old book, but it's a classic. Read that one. The Science of Getting Rich. Everybody, again, thinks money's elusive and for the lucky people if you're born into a rich family or you win the lottery. No, people that are rich realize that the only way you get rich is providing value to other people. So why and how is that done? Well, pretty much you need to provide a product or service that people want. So if you say, I don't know, a service somebody wouldn't want, but take a bad example of a service people wouldn't want. Nobody's going to pay for it. But Sarah Blakely, there we go. I think that's her name, from Spanx. She created the system for ladies to put these underwear contraption on under their dresses, slim themselves up, and look amazing. My goodness, she's probably one of the richest women in the world because she created a product that was needed in mass scale. And you know what? Over the years, what I've learned is not all businesses are going to do that because there's unicorn businesses. And you know what? Honestly, not a lot of people even really truly want that level of success when they get there. Those are big dreams. There's middle dreams, there's small dreams. And whether you want to be a Sarah Blakely or you just want to replace your wage, work from home and take care of your babies, or somewhere in between, all of those are beautiful and possible to you because we know getting rich is a science. So look at stuff in your life. What are products that you use? What are services that you use? What are skills that you have? What are you passionate about? So if you're an amazing graphic designer, that's a skill. Do you know that you can go on websites like Upwork, Fiverr.com and outsource your talent and make money even while you're doing your main job? There's so much that we don't know about because in the school system, they treat and train us to be employees. The school system hasn't caught up with the world we live in. Okay. So there is a science to getting rich. So if you provide a product or service that people want, you're going to be compensated. And that's how you make money. Number 10, rich people know and obey the hidden laws of the universe. There are 12 different laws of the universe. The secret, which is the law of attraction, is the well-known one since Rhonda Byrne's book came out called The Secret, and the movie that changed the world and was actually my original gateway drug to self-help development, money mindset, and building the beautiful life that I have right now. It was The Secret and then The Science of Getting Rich. And since then, many other books I've learned, but those two were pivotal. So there are 12 laws of the universe. And if you go to my resource section, I think I actually have a book that contains the 12 laws of the universe. Don't mistake it as foo-foo, fluffy, woo-woo, whatever you want to call it. People that make money know that there is more than their mindset, know there's more than their body showing up and doing the work. They know there is the metaphysical and the laws of the universe. So rich people know and obey the hidden laws of the universe. And number 11, rich people never, ever, 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 ever quit. They don't. You know what? Being a business owner is not easy, and it's going to be a lot of ups and downs with more downs than ups. But they know as long as they never quit, they'll never fail. If you keep on going, it's a game of stamina and learning and pivoting. But if you keep on going, you'll eventually get there. Going back to my analogy about me wanting to go to San Diego, California from Manitoba, Canada. I'm going to program it into my GPS on my phone, hit go, and it's going to take me on the route to San Diego. But guess what? That's a long way. I'm driving a vehicle. There could be breakdowns. There could be flat tires. There could be times when my GPS takes me down the wrong road. I could get stuck on some backcountry road. My vehicle could get stolen. There are insane number of things that can happen on a road trip. I could get tired. I could want to turn around. I could get scared. All the same types of obstacles apply when you are launching, managing, growing a business. There is more hard than there is good. And I don't think people do a good enough job of explaining that to people. And we expect it to be easy. And then when it's hard, we're not ready for it and we quit. And it's heartbreaking to me how many people are fundamentally wired to live life on their own terms and do their own thing and make their mark on the world and change lives. How many people are fundamentally wired to do this? And because they don't have the proper expectations that it's going to be hard, 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 good, hard, 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 good. Because they're not ready for it, they quit. And if you think of anybody in the world that's accomplished anything, they've kept going. What is Edison? Edison with the light bulb 10,000 times. Colonel Sanders with his chicken, he was 60. How many times was he turned down? J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, she was 40. Anybody that's achieved great feats or just building the life of your own dream. It doesn't have to be big unicorn businesses. Building the life of your dreams and living out your purpose is the most amazing thing that could happen in your life. The people that have built the life of their dreams live life on their own terms. They know they can never, ever quit. There we are. There are the money secrets that the rich won't tell you. Literally, as you're going through, you might be like, that is so, that, Tracy, that's all common sense. I know that. Be careful with the I know that. We can know something, but in the day to day, my goodness, we need to be reminded of these things daily, right? Every time we want to quit, you need to think, oh no, Tracy said never quit. As long as I keep on going, keep on trying, I'm going to make it. So, Money Secrets of the Rich. I hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, and tune in because my channel here is helping you to grab your personal power, build wealth, and build life that you can live on your own terms. You can do it. I believe in you. See you next time.